A sonic screwdriver. Something that the Doctor has with him at all times, no matter what, unless he loses it or he breaks it like he does every other season. And I have 3 of them, so I'm going to review them and then put it on YouTube. By the way, I hope you all like my new profile picture. I have the 10th, 11th and 14th screwdriver. The 10th screwdriver is definitely very cool. I like the handle and how it's all been sculpted, and there's this blue line thing on the side with the buttons. The buttons aren't supposed to be there. I'll talk about more about that. What the hell am I saying? I'll talk about that more in a bit. When I first got this, the bottom of it was actually blue tacked on, so I had to super glue it. Unfortunately, I did a very sloppy job, so it's been noticeable. There's also these weirdo wrinkles on the bottom side of the handle. The slider comes loose from time to time, so you just use a screwdriver if yours is like that. However, the screw on mine's a bit rounded, but you get the screw to turn some way. And when you slide it upwards, it reveals a piece that was on the inside of it. You get this little see-through tube with a black spiral in it, but I swear in the show it was yellow. Then there's this little sphere cylinder with some holes in it. It looks pretty cool. Definitely well made. Now, the 11th Doctor screwdriver is much bigger than the 10th Doctor's. The black handle has some texture on it. The bottom of it pops off, and I think it was actually supposed to pop off in the 10th Doctor one, and that's why they blue tacked it, and they probably just sent it to me without realising it, because I bought it used, and I probably shouldn't have glued it. These little things spring open, but they don't really go in properly when they're not extended. 2 buttons, one for the light and sound, and one for the spring thing to shoot it out the top. Now here's the 14th Doctor screwdriver, definitely the best. It's supposed to resemble the 10th Doctor one, because they're played by the same actor, just different doctors. The spring thing on this one actually closes in all the way, unlike the 11th Doctor one, and also it has the little black textured thing like the 11th Doctor screwdriver. Now on this one, the button isn't on the side, it's actually on the slider, so you don't have to push the slider up and move your hand to the side of the screwdriver like you did on the 10th one. Now unfortunately, the beige part isn't textured, it's just printed on, because toy manufacturers get lazy over the years. Now on the chrome exclusive one of this, there's actually hidden light settings, and unfortunately I checked and it doesn't have it, so I'm very upset. Like I said before, the 10th Doctor screwdriver slider goes up and down, and 2 buttons on the side, one for when it's slid down and one for when it's slid up, and when you press them, the light turns on and it makes a noise. So I'm going to play them for you now. Now again, my 11th Doctor screwdriver one is a bit broken, but here's what it looks like when you press the button and it springs open. I definitely think it has the coolest mechanism, but not the best sound. If I want to change it, I think I gotta twist it and pull it off. I don't know, but if you want to put it back, just push the top inwards. Now, the 14th Doctor one is by far the coolest, by just the sliding thing, and also when you press it, it makes a sound, and when you hold it, it holds that sound, and then when you take your finger off the button, it makes another sound. I also think these look really cool in the dark. One thing that bothers me is that the light on the 14th Doctor one doesn't reach all the way to the top. It's more of a light that's supposed to be in the middle. Here are the screwdrivers for the little 5-inch figures. They're obviously look like the right screwdrivers, however they're not as well painted because of how old they are and just, how small they are. Now you can use the 11th Doctor screwdriver to actually kill the 11th Doctor. Overall, these are great. I know these are just the cheap character options ones, but they don't feel cheap. They feel very well made, especially the mechanisms and the lights and the sounds and stuff. I know you can get £200 replica ones. However, I don't really think this is necessary because these ones are perfect.